Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So today I am going to be filming a full face of first impressions. Well, I think there's two things I haven't got. I haven't got a new foundation and highlighter, but everything else is going to be first impressions. I've got quite a variety. I've got a next brush set, which is interesting. And I don't know what this brand is, Kawaii, which I got for Christmas. I got both of these for Christmas. I've got the Wonderlash Primark Mascara. I've got the Barrier Euphoric metallic cream eyeshadow. I've got a couple of Sheglam. I've got a Sheglam like mini palette and eyeliner. I've got the Unicorn Cosmetics, the new Russian lashes. They look really nice, actually. The Juvia's Bronzer Duo. That's the one I featured in the Superdrug haul. And also the lipstick. The NYX eyebrow pen. And the Made by Mitchell blush. And this one's in peach sugar. So yeah, I've got quite a few bits to try out, so let's get stuck in. Oh my days, I think I live near an RAF base and you can probably, well I know you can because when I edit I can hear the planes going over, and I think they must be doing some kind of test run or something today because I have paused and restarted this video many times and they just keep going over. So I'm really sorry if you can hear that in the background, but I'm not going to pause it anymore. So let's carry on. So the first item I'm going on with is actually a primer. Well, it's called a tone-up cream. So it's this one here, the Light On Tone-Up Cream. This is actually a Korean product from Bon Beauty. That one there. I did actually review quite a few of their products before, but in the testing video, I completely forgot I had this and I did my foundation. So I'm going to use this now. So I think what this does is it's kind of like a white cream. So it gives like a really pale base and it's also got toning properties in it. So we're going to put this on as a primer and then I'm just going to go on with my normal foundation. As I said, I haven't got a new foundation today. So I kind of go between foundations, but I'm going on with the Huda Beauty and this is in Toasted Coconut 240N. So we'll pop this on first anyway. So it's in like a squeezy tube. I'll just start off with that much. So it looks like that. So it's basically a bit like a moisturizer. It doesn't have a smell. Yeah, texture wise, it is very much like a moisturizer would be. So I'm going to pop this on my normal areas that I would. It does look like it's got a slight iridescent glow going through it as well. Right, so I'm going to rub this in with my hands. Okay, so there's it on, and I can say it does seem like it has kind of blurred my pores quite a lot, and it soaks in really quick. It does feel very kind of moisturizing. Yeah, so far I actually quite like that, especially if it gives toning properties as well. I'm all for that. Right then, so next I'm going on with my foundation. So as I say, it's the Huda Beauty stick foundation that I have used before many times. However, I am going to do it on camera today because I have this brush. So this is the Kawaii, I think it's Kawaii, Confidence and Beauty. And this is like a flat foundation brush, ES01. So it looks like this, very kind of matte black and sleek. Oh, it says Zamira. I don't know if that's like the name of a collection that they do or something. It feels very soft and yeah, it does actually feel quite nice quality. Nylon hairs. Don't seem to have any coming off, so that's good. Right, so I'm going to put my foundation on with this. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good brush. yeah, really nice. It didn't like leave any hairs on my face anywhere, so it's decent quality. And yeah, it just blended really nicely. I was a bit dubious because it is so soft, and I normally like quite a dense brush to blend my foundation in, but I have to say that that worked really well. I've just quickly gone off camera and done I don't really use concealer, so that's why I'm not reviewing any. All I really do is put a couple of tiny dots under my eyes, and I use the Revolution Eye Bright Concealer in light, I think it is. I think it's light. And the Be Perfect eye base, I just pop that on my lids as well. Right, so next I'll do my brows, and as I say, I have the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. So it is this one here. Now, I do normally use a brow pen for my brows. I have been using the Ardell one, which I actually really like, but I heard really good things about this, and it was just a little bit more easily accessible, so I thought I'd try it out. So this one is in the shade Ash Brown. So it looks like this, and then it has a tiny little skinny nib just like this. It looks a lot similar to the other one actually, but I will say that this one's got a, can you hear that? It's got like a little ball type thing in it, and the other one didn't, and I did find I had to kind of really shake it to get the product out, especially towards when it was running out. Whereas this one doesn't do that, and the other one as well, because you had to shake it so vigorously. It's got one of those kind of like springy pumps in it as well, you know, with the product in the lid, which is really good. The other one didn't have that. I think it was just like a normal felt tip pen, you know, where you have the product in here, and then you have to kind of shake it a bit like a permanent marker or something. And it did dry out quite quick. And then because you had to shake it so hard, a lot of the product when you opened it was kind of like around the nib. But that's fine. It's a good product, the Ardell one this is. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if this one's any better. So I'm going to start off. This is just a regular spoolie. I'm just going to give them a quick brush through. They seriously need doing. Look how pale they are. You can barely see them. Right, so a quick brush through, and then we'll try out this pen. That is beautifully fine. Really nice. So that's all I do underneath. I kind of just like mark where I want my brow to be and then go up. So like that, and I think that is really good. I actually prefer that to the Ardell one, if I'm honest. It didn't dry out as quick. With the other one, I could literally just use that straight away and I didn't have to keep dipping in or anything. The nib didn't dry out at all, and yeah, I'm actually really happy with it. I like the colour as well. So I'll just give them a quick brush through again. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. That'll be a definite swap, I think, for me. So next we'll go on with eyeshadow. So I'm going in with the Sheglam Glam 101 eyeshadow palette. This is actually quite heavy for a little palette. And this is the So Sublime palette. So that's what the palette itself looks like. So yeah, nice colours. There's only 5 in here, but they are quite nice, sort of big, squarish rectangle pans, a bit like the size of maybe slightly smaller than the Beauty Bay ones. But we have a really nice kind of, well, we've got 3 mattes and 2 shimmers, so that's just perfect really, isn't it? I'll give them a quick swatch for you. So here's what the swatches look like. Really nice, beautiful pigment. They feel lovely quality eyeshadows. That yellow, look at that. I've been looking for a decent yellow for a while, like a matte yellow. Yeah, really nice. So then I also have this to use with it. So this is the Barry M Euphoric Metallic Cream eyeshadow in the shade Honoured. So it looks like this in the pot. Oh, it's very spongy. Like really creamy. It's almost mousse-like. I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but not that. So I'll just pop a bit here. Yes, it's kind of like a bronzy gold colour. So we're looking at that. I've got a feeling a little bit of this goes a long way. So I'm going to start off by doing my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go into my crease to begin with using, I think I'm going to go with the brown one, the one on the end just here. That has got some serious pigment in it. It's really, really nice. Right, so I'm just going to blend that out using a clean brush. Yeah, I think that's blended out quite nicely actually. Okay, and then on the outer part here and just in my crease again, kind of just below where I've put the brown, I'm going to go in with the dark green one from the middle. I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Okay, and I think that's really nice as well. That's blended lovely into that brown shade. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, so on the inner part here, I think I'm going to go on with, I was going to go on with that green. I was actually going to use the, I'll just put my finger in it, the green and the orangey shade, but I do want to use this one as well. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to do the green and then I'm going to use this one with it because I think it'll still go with the look and I think it'll go into the green quite nicely. So I'm going to start off by using the green shimmer shade, so this one here, and I'm going to apply that to where I've got this gap here. And then from the next brush set, I'm going to use the eyeshadow brush that's in there. So it's like just a flat brush. These feel really, really nice quality. I love this kind of matte, like blush pink on here and this rose gold just here. And I have to say, they do feel really nice quality brushes. Right, so we'll go on with the green. Ooh, look at that. Bearing in mind I've put that on with a brush. I don't know if this is the brush or the eyeshadow, but something's working right. Oh yes, I love that colour. That is so nice. Yeah, and as I say, it went on super, super well with a brush. Okay, yeah, oh God, do you know what? This little palette is brilliant. Really, really good. I can't remember how much it was. I bought it a while ago now, but it is so good. Right, so underneath, I'm going to go with the brown again. So this one here. Right, and then I think on my, kind of on my centre, so where the green shimmer joins the darker green, I'm going to go on with this cream eyeshadow, which I'm actually quite nervous about, I'm not going to lie, because it's different and I'm a bit out of my comfort zone with this. So I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to pop it on the back of my hand because I don't want to take too much product, and I'm just going to use my finger, oh God, and then kind of pat it. Is that going on? a little bit. Do you know what? That's not as dark a gold as I thought it was going to be. Right, I think I'm going to try it with a brush then. So I'm going in with another flat brush like this, a little bit smaller than the one I used for the green shimmer. It's weird. Right, and then, okay, let's try it with this. Looks a bit blocky at the minute. Let's try and blend it out a little bit.
The only reason I keep sneaking out at night, keep wishing you would kiss me.
Right, okay, now I've played around with it a bit. I mean, it's not as vibrant as I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. Although I do quite like the way that it layers over the shadow. Being obviously a cream product over a powder, I did wonder, but it has actually gone quite well. If you work with it a bit, when I first put it on, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But then once you work with it a little bit and kind of blend, and then blend the other colours back into it, it actually does work fairly well. Yeah. So obviously that's the one that I've done without it, and that's with. So I like both looks. I do prefer this one, if I'm honest. But yeah, that one does look, yeah, it looks all right. So I just went on with my By Terry highlighter. So it's that one there in the centre, and I just use that on my inner corners and brow bone as well. Right, so next I'm going to use eyeliner. Not the best at eyeliner. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that, but I'm always willing to give things a try. So, right, this is the Do It All 2-in-1 eyeliner, also from Sheglam. Oh, that's funky. So the packaging looks like this. I think that's really cool. So on one end, it has like an eraser, which is like this. So obviously to clean up any mistakes, for me, very handy. On the other end, what on earth? What is that? We've got this. Oh, I don't know about this. I find normal eyeliner hard enough. Oh, well, you never know. You never know. I like to keep an open mind on these things. Might make it easier. Right, okay. Oh, God, I'm even more nervous now. I always get nervous doing eyeliner. Right.
Me under city lights. I know you feel it every time I look at you. How I feel about you.
I don't know. It's bled a little bit around the edges. I don't know if you can, if I get as close as I can, if you can see, it has bled around the edges. It is quite hard to use. As I say, I'm not the best person at testing like eyeliner as such, because it is not my strong point at all, as you can tell. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to take a normal one with a normal nib and just clean that up a little bit, as in, you know, make it a little bit more precise. But saying that, the fact that it's got that straight edge on it, which I was like, woo, actually makes it a little bit more easy to get your wing. So yeah. Right, what I'm going to do is just repeat what I've done on this eye, just to get them even, and neaten them up with my normal pen that I use, which is also a Sheglam one, actually. Yeah, what I'll do as well, so we can test the eraser. Let's do a bit on my hand. Right, so there we go. So there's a line on my hand, and then we'll use the eraser. Which does kind of take it off quite well. The only thing is, it's like this. Yeah, it does stain the end a bit, but do you remember at school you used to have those like magic markers? It reminds me of that. And I remember that the magic markers used to stain really easy, but then after a while, because obviously it's got this kind of like, I don't know, colour dissolver or whatever it is in it, it used to like work and you'd open it again and it'd be white again. Maybe that happens, I don't know. But yeah, in all honesty, that's a bit of a miss for me, which is a shame because I was quite looking forward to that. But it's just the shape of it. I just don't get on with it. Some people might do. Some people might think it's amazing. But for me, yeah, it's not for me. Okay, so that's how it's looking with, like, I've gone over it with my normal liner afterwards. It's not too bad, actually. For me, that's a good eyeliner day. This one, yeah, but this one's all right. That's my thing. I can never get them even. Right, so next I'm going to go with mascara. So it's this one here. So it's the PS Wonderlash Mascara from Primark. And apparently this one is very much like the Benefit They're Real. So the packaging looks like this. And the wand is like this. So it's a very kind of a dense plastic wand.
Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your...
Oh, I like that. So that's how it looks. That's only one coat. I think that's really nice. It is quite kind of gives that almost clumpy look in a good way. It doesn't look like, you know, spider lashes or anything, but yeah, I think that's nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. £3. That's all that was, £3. And do you know what? The one that I was loving before that was the Maybelline Sky High, which obviously a lot of people are quite a fan of. And this, I would say, is better, in my opinion. I think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so lashes. I've got the Unicorn Cosmetics. These are the Russian volume lashes. I love these. I think these look absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to pop these on. So this is what they look like close up. So they've got a really lovely curl on them. Yeah, these look nice. Oh, no, they're not for me. When they're on, oh, stuck there. When they're on, oh no, they're a bit too curly for me. I know Russian lashes do have a curl. I actually do them. I normally use a decurl on them, and yeah, they're just they're a bit too much for me, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to change them. Okay, so I've gone with these ones. These are just some cheap ones from Shein. So for bronzer, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Bronzed in Medium. I got this from Superdrug. I featured this in my last Superdrug haul, and yeah, I've wanted to get hold of Juvia's for so long. I used to buy it from Beauty Bay, and then they stopped selling it. I don't know why, but they did. And ever since then, it's been really, really hard to get hold of in the UK. So when I went to Superdrug just for some hair stuff, and I saw that they had a Juvia's Place stand that apparently went on sale that day that I went in. Talk about right place, right time. And yeah, I picked up the bronzer and lipstick. Right, so they look like this. It does look quite dark in the pan, but this is the lightest shade that they do. And actually, when you swatch it, you've kind of got a cool and a warm toned bronzer, and they actually don't look half bad at all. I really like Juvia's products. So yeah, as I say, you've got like your more warm tone here and your slightly cooler one just here. I think I'm going to go with the warmer one. I know that you're probably supposed to use the cool one for contouring and the warm one for bronzing, but I'm just going to go with bronzer, to be honest. I'm going to use this brush from the next set as well. This feels really, really lovely too. And I'm going in. Cool. It's pigmented. Very, very, very pigmented. Right. Let's tap a bit off. See how we get on. That's actually really quite nice. I actually really, really like that. I think that is beautiful. Really nice. It's not too dark at all. Yeah, so don't be scared by it only being a medium if you're a very fair skin tone, because I am, and I don't think that looks too dark whatsoever. I think it's quite nice actually. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So for blush, I am going in with the Made by Mitchell blush, and this one is in Peach Sugar, and this is a cream blush. So looks like this. I'm sure that you've seen these before. They've been around a while now, but I've only just got around to buying one. Right, so I have a Sheglam blush that I normally use regularly. So I'm going to apply it in the same way as that, which is I normally just dot it on and then pat it in with my finger, and then I finish it off with a brush. I'm going to use the last one from the next set, which is this angled kind of contour brush. There is a flat foundation brush, but I don't use these. I use, it's dusty. I use the one that I did use, you know, the flat headed ones. So I'm going to use this for a face mask. But we're going in with this one for the blush. So it's kind of like this. It's thicker than the Shein one actually. I'm going to take it, well, I normally would. Just pat it in. I really like that. That is nice. It kind of reminds me of the consistency of a matte liquid lipstick, which is nice because it obviously dries down quite matte as well, which I do quite like actually. Yeah, I really like that. That is really, really nice. Really nice. So I don't have a highlighter, so I'm just going to go in with the By Terry one. This is the one that I used on my inner corners and brow bone. This is the Beige Nude Compact Expert Jewel Powder. So I'm just going to go on with this one quickly. Right, so next I'm going to go on with lipstick. So it's the Juvia's Place The Nudes Chocolates. This is the Velvety Matte Lipstick in Toffee. So that's the packaging. And then that's what the lipstick looks like. Very, very pretty. Oh, I love the smell of this. And then that's what it's like. So it's a really lovely brown shade, like a nude brown. I love colours like this in the winter. So what I'm going to do is just line my lips first. I'm going in with the Doll Beauty lip liner. It's not new, but this is in the shade Princess. I love that colour. That is so nice. It's actually a bit paler than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. That's why I went for the darker lip liner. So that's what it's like on. I think it's brilliant, and it really took me by surprise. I thought it was going to be more matte, but it goes on. It's so nice to put on. It really glides. It's a beautiful lipstick. But yeah, I really like the colour, don't get me wrong, but I was not expecting it to be this light. I thought it was going to be quite a dark brown. Bit like the Twirl from MAC. But no, I love that. I think it's gorgeous. Goes really nice with the green eyeshadow as well. So this is the finished look, and I love it. I really do. I love this eyeshadow. That shimmery green is stunning. Absolutely love that. This little palette, I can't remember. I think I said before, I can't remember how much it was. I'm sure it was only about £3 or £4. But that is such a good palette. They had different ones as well in different colours, which I might try and get hold of. But, oh, I'm a massive fan of that. To be honest, I loved everything. I loved the blush, I loved the bronzer, the lipstick, the eyebrow pen. Yeah, the only thing I wasn't so keen on was the eyeliner. But yeah, everything else is really good. Yeah, super happy. So here's a quick close-up of the eyes for you. Yeah, I love that shimmery green. I think it is stunning. Really, really nice. And I think the eyeliner actually went reasonably well today, which is quite good for me. Oh, the lashes, I forgot about them. Yeah, wasn't so keen on the lashes either. The lashes themselves, I love unicorn lashes. So, you know, don't get me wrong, I love their lashes. Just that style in particular wasn't really for me. Yeah, but oh, and I forgot to say that the Barry M cream eyeshadow, now it's dried down, I actually quite like it. I wasn't sure to start off with, but yeah, now I actually do quite like it. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby.